utilising threads. In this video I'm going to show you how I go from the painted design to a pieced design ready for thread painting. From the painting I first do a line drawing marking out the areas which I'm going to make into different fabrics. I scan it into my computer so that I can print it off the size that I want to do my quilt. Trace the image a couple of times. One will be used to trace out the individual shapes and the other will be used to help get them in the right position when I'm piecing it together. Next stage is planning the fabrics. These are the fabrics that I'm planning to use for under the otter's chin. The dark fabrics are for the eyes and nose and some dark brown for the inner ears. And then I've got a range of other brown fabrics of different tones. Next, I trace the different shapes and plan which fabric to use for each shape. Once the shapes have been traced onto heat and bond, I can iron them onto the fabric. I find that working with quite small pieces, it's easier to do this using a mini iron than a full-scale iron. Okay, now all my pieces are ready for cutting. The cutting is quite a slow, tedious process, so I'm not going to show you that. But one thing it is good to point out is that I leave a bit of overlap on some of the pieces, and that's to make sure that when I put them all together there are no gaps, no areas where there is no fabric. Now I'm ready to start sticking the pieces together. For the backing I use muslin. This is a lightweight fabric that is not going to add stiffness to my finished quilt. The design is placed behind and you can see through it because it's so transparent. Okay, so here it is coming together, one piece at a time. Again, this is quite a slow process, sticking each piece down, making sure it's in the correct position. I use tracing paper over the top to check the position before I move on to the next piece. So there we go, all the pieces are stuck together. I'm relatively happy with it. You can see the different shapes come together to make a reasonably good representation of an otter, and it is ready for thread painting, the next stage. Thanks for listening, see you again next time, bye!